Several Russian-attacked drones slammed into a crowded shopping center in broad daylight in Kryvyi Rih on the afternoon of 21 of August, killing 14 people and wounding more than 100, including 11 children. The second wave hit about half an hour later as firefighters and medics were pulling survivors from the fire, and the rescue is still running as rubble is cleared. The strike hit at around 16:30 to 16:35 at the Soniachna Halereia complex, also rendered Sunny Gallery and Sunny Valley, the largest shopping center in the city. The mall was described as full of visitors on a weekday afternoon with no precise count of how many were inside. Geolocated video shows a drone impact creating a fireball through smoke already rising from the first hit, followed by a second impact while emergency crews were working. That 26 to 30-minute gap is what Ukrainian officials point to as a deliberate double tap on rescuers, and operations ran through the night. 14 killed and more than 100 wounded, including 11 children, was the first toll from the afternoon. Within hours, that number moved to 15 killed and 130 injured, including 23 children as bodies were recovered and hospitals reported in. The numbers are fluid and contradictory because they moved through the evening. An intermediate prosecutor report cited 103 injured, including 11 children, and early dispatches cited 91. By 1955, the regional head reported 14 killed and 121 injured, including 22 children. Then by 2132, prosecutors reported 15 killed and 130 injured, including 23 children. Later overnight, an additional body took some tallies to 16. Among the wounded, 27 to 29 are in serious or critical condition, including 3 to 5 children. Among them, a 14-year-old girl transferred to a regional children's hospital with traumatic brain injury. About 9 people remain missing or uncontactable, including children with burns, trauma, and smoke inhalation and surgeries underway. Officials caution the toll will likely rise further as fire suppression and rubble clearance continue. Damage was heavy and immediate. Shops inside were set on fire. Structural elements collapsed, including a ceiling section near the parking garage, and about a third of the complex burned. Thick black smoke could be seen for kilometers, and residents were advised to close windows. The Joyske household goods retailer confirmed its store inside was destroyed with no employees injured, an indication of how commercial units across the mall were affected. The full inventory of structural loss beyond that burned third and the surrounding area has not been detailed. That wording carried through the evening address and posts. The statement called the strike deliberate, despicable, and vile, said the second strike targeting emergency responders half an hour after the fire underscored intent, offered condolences, ordered medical care for the wounded and a full accounting of everyone who may have been inside, said Ukraine will definitely respond, and said for peace to be possible, Russia must face real accountability and the world must not remain silent and must help end the war with real pressure on the aggressor. A phrase reported elsewhere, terror by design, was attributed to EU Foreign Policy Chief Kaja Kallas and was not found as a direct Zelensky quote in searched statements. An act of barbarism was also not confirmed verbatim against the verified posts. The city is the president's hometown, a major industrial and steel mining center with about 580,000 to 604,000 residents, often described as Europe's longest city and a frequent target since 2022. Documentation is being led by the Prosecutor General's Office and the Dnipropetrovsk Oblast Military Administration and the Kryvyi Rih Defense Council. All necessary forces were deployed, the state emergency service, police and medical teams, reinforced by rescue units sent from Kharkiv, Zaporizhzhia, Kirovohrad and Donetsk regions. Kryvyi Rih sits in Dnipropetrovsk Oblast in central Ukraine. The weapon was described as several Russian attack drones, with Ukrainian officials identifying one as a jet-powered Shahed type flown at extremely low altitude. No confirmed independent forensic identification of exact models or warheads has been published beyond Ukrainian attribution and visual evidence from the second impact, and no Russian official comment was recorded in the reviewed reporting. What remains unresolved is the final human cost and the full evidentiary record. The exact number of people inside at 16:30 is still unknown. The death and injury totals are still being reconciled between 14 and 16 killed and 100 to 130 wounded as identification and hospital reports come in. The list of about 9 missing has not been closed. The extent of structural loss beyond the burned third has not been inventoried. Prosecution authorities are documenting the strike for accountability, and independent technical verification of guidance and deliberate targeting of a civilian mall versus other explanations rests on Ukrainian statements and video of the second wave while firefighting and rubble clearance proceed. Like and follow for more stories that matter.